Oleinik versus Werdum, my goodness, split decision. What was that judge possibly watching? This couldn't have been any clearer. That was 1 round for Werdum and 2 for Oleinik. Now, how we got there was a little bit of a surprise. So let's back up. 2 good grapplers, okay? That was kind of the story going into this. I don't know how much I ever bought that. You have Werdum, who is a great grappler, and you have Oleinik, who has been doing a great job of submitting guys with grappling within mixed martial arts. That's not the same thing. Oleinik came in, and one of the bigger surprises is he weighed 127 pounds. Now, Werdum came in, he wasn't too far away from the limit. I mean, Werdum came, he was a big guy. So, okay, the fight starts. Nobody's seen Werdum in a meaningful period of time. This is his comeback fight. And Werdum asked for this fight. There was something he saw within Oleinik, and I think that he probably saw what I saw, which is, look, this guy's doing a great job on the ground. He's not afraid to be on the ground, but I'm still Fabricio Werdum. I'm still the Abu Dhabi champion. I'm going to get this guy on the ground and show him what's up. Okay. Well, they come out. Oleinik's pushing the pace. He's backing Werdum up. That's something Werdum generally does. But Oleinik's doing it to him. Now, Werdum gets a few minutes, right? He gets a few minutes to warm up. He's been out. Ring rust is a real thing for every athlete you've ever talked to in the history of time, except for Dominic Cruz. So, Oleinik's pushing him. And now all of a sudden, Verdum's got nowhere to be pushed to. He's up against the fence, and Oleinik is teeing off, and some of these punches are sloppy. I have always criticized Oleinik that his punches, while effective, they're effective because they're wild and coming from different angles. After watching him tonight, I have to reassess that. What he is doing on purpose. It is unique. It is unusual. That's true. I cannot use the word wild anymore. He knew exactly what he was looking for, and he is looking to come at you from angles. There was a lot of times where Oleinik was doing what we call an arm shot, where you're just using your arm as opposed to using your hip and turning it over. But I can't fault him for that. He was staying busy. Oleinik did a fantastic job on his feet. He also found out very quickly that he was the quicker of the 2 fighters. So when Werdum did fire back, Oleinik was able to do the pull, come back and score some more points. Once the fight progressed, though, you could see Werdum starting to get his rhythm back. You could see Werdum starting to realize, hey, I'm in a mixed martial arts fight here. I need to change it up. As soon as Werdum was starting to go for takedowns, he was finding good luck with them. As soon as Werdum would get on top, he was even securing a couple of locks. Now, not quite finishing holds, but he would at least get to a lock. For example, he found this Kimura at one point. Found himself in full mount. Oleinik did a good job. Kept his elbow on the ground. If you're ever caught in a Kimura, as long as your elbow stays on the mat, you're going to be okay. It is Werdum or your opponent's job to pry that elbow up off the mat. It could be in either position to pry it off. If you can just keep that elbow and just glue it right down to the mat. Oleinik did a good job here, and it was a little bit of a surprise, given the fact that Oleinik only weighed 227 pounds. So not only is he in a precarious position, not only is his arm caught, one of his arms against 2 of Werdum's, but he was also undersized and was able to use a good level of strength. Oleinik was very wise at knowing where he was. A couple of positions, Werdum, both legs in, on the back. And that was a very interesting position because Werdum is also very good at going for arm bars from there. Now, most guys, when they take your back, they're thinking rear naked choke. An advanced guy like Werdum will swing over and stretch out your arm. It's exactly what Werdum went for, but Oleinik saw it coming. Ooh, he caught that ankle right at the last minute. He pushed it to the ground. He was able to get his elbow back and regain top control. Look, this was a back and forth battle. I enjoyed this fight a lot. I don't think Werdum has anything to be down on. I mean, look, there's a real reality that when you come back, you need a minute to be back. That's a real thing. Werdum started coming back within the fight. Within the fight, he started to look better, but too many minutes had slipped away. In all fairness, to say this was a split decision, that is a thing of fiction. That needs to be looked at. Somebody needs to sit down with this gentleman and say, how did you get that? This simply was not a split decision. This was an extremely clear 2 rounds to 1 Oleinik.